I wanted to talk through today a couple of the anchoring options that we have here at Clench Fitness, because we used to just have our handy anchor strap and now we've added a wall anchor to the mix. So I wanted to make sure that we answered any questions that there are on kind of which option is going to be better for you. So I wanted to talk through both options and kind of what you can expect from them and scenarios where they're going to be better. So you can kind of determine which is going to be best for you in your situation. So let's start with the anchor strap. So the anchor strap is going to be, I would say, a more versatile option, right? It's lightweight, it's portable, you can literally take it anywhere with you. So if you travel a lot, if you move throughout your house a lot to do workouts, maybe you're in the bedroom one day and then you're in the living room the next day and then you're in the basement the next day, you can take this with you everywhere you go, right? It fits in doorways, so you can put it in your doorway. It also wraps around things. So like if you wanted to take it to the playground when you take your kids, you can wrap it around playground equipment. You can wrap it around the railings on your deck. You can wrap it around a rack at the gym. You can use it in a lot of different spaces in a lot of different scenarios. The other nice thing about it is that you can adjust where it is, either in a doorway or when wrapped around an object as well. So if you need a low, mid, or high anchor point, depending on the type of exercise that you're doing, you can adjust this to fit those needs. So overall, the anchor strap is going to be your non-permanent solution, right? You can move it wherever you need it, take it with you wherever you're going to go. It's going to be great for options like that, okay? Not only that, but it's got a nice long tube that you can attach multiple bands to at the same time, depending, of course, on the size of your band that you're using. But that works great for quickly and easily moving throughout your workout. You can, drop one band, pick up another one to move on to your next set, and therefore move a little bit more swiftly. So that's going to be kind of the rundown basics on the anchor strap, and whether it's going to be good for you is kind of the scenario that I just kind of walked through. So now let's talk through the wall anchor, because the wall anchor is going to be a little bit different, right? They're both anchoring options. They are both great options for attaching your bands to and using for lots of different exercises. But the wall anchor is truly going to be a more, I don't want to say permanent, but kind of permanent solution, right? You're not going to be like screwing it into a wall and then moving it the next day to another wall. I mean, it's probably going to stay where you put it for a period of time. So the wall anchor comes with all of the hardware that you would need to anchor it either into concrete or into like a stud in your wall, okay? So you always want to put your anchors, whether it be your door anchor or your wall anchor, into a safe, sturdy location, right? That's kind of step one, number one. But basically, the wall anchor is going to be something that you're going to use in a more permanent way, right? So maybe you want to set up a gym in your basement, or a space in your garage, or maybe you work out every day in your spare bedroom and you want to have a more permanent anchor option in that space. I mean, it's small. You could easily put it in really any room of your house, and it's not going to be like this big, huge thing in the way. It doesn't take up that much space. And it's pretty, right? So it looks nice. But anyway, this is going to be that option, right? If you want that more permanent space. So the other nice thing about the wall anchors is that you can set them up to have, again, low, mid, and high anchor points by setting up multiple wall anchors in the space that you're using. On the website, we have a web page devoted just to the wall anchor, and on there you'll find an illustration that walks through how we recommend setting up the wall anchors depending on how you're going to use it, exercises that you're going to use it with. Some of you are using bands every single day. Some of you are only using bands once in a while for accessory moves or whatever it may be. So your need for an anchor might be different, right? So that's why I just thought this would be helpful to kind of walk through those different options. So the last thing that I wanted to touch on is here at Clench Fitness, we use both of these. We use both of them in probably every single workout. So it doesn't have to be one or the other, right? It can be both of them, and for multiple reasons. So in our Clench Fitness gym, you've probably seen it in a lot of our workout videos, we have 6 wall anchors. So we have 2 high wall anchors, we have 2 mid wall anchors, and then we have 2 low wall anchors. And they're spaced about an arm's width apart, okay? So they work great for bilateral movements like chest flies. They work great for overhead movements like tricep extensions, chest presses, hamstring curls, whatever it is, right? We can do a lot of different things with those anchoring points. But we also like to use our anchor strap quite often as well, just because we've found that for some exercises, it makes it easier for us to execute the exercise. For example, with like a chest press, we will actually hook the anchor strap onto the wall anchor, and then we'll hook our band onto the anchor strap, just because it moves us further away from the wall, making it a little bit easier to get into like a nice wide stance and get a better movement out of the exercise. So that's just one example of how we would use both of them. If you scroll through our Instagram page or Facebook page, our workouts, you'll probably find a lot of different scenarios where we use the two together. We use the anchor strap around our ankles to do hamstring curls. We do a lot of different things with both of them. They both have their purposes, but you can also get creative and use them in different ways. So there can be some ways where you might want to use both at the same time. So I just kind of wanted to fill you in on that too. But moral of the story, that's kind of the basics of how we would recommend using them. If you have any specific questions about your space, your needs, the exercises that you're doing, and what we think would be helpful for you, feel free to reach out to us, whether it's a message on social media or to our email, info@clenchfitness.com. We're always happy to help you guys figure out what's the best space for you, what's the best option for you, because we have lots of options, so we got to find something that'll work for you, right? So let us know if you need help. Otherwise, I hope that this little rundown was good and helpful for you as it is. So have a great day, you guys. Thanks for being here.